Hola, hi everyone. My name is Deyaniracavazos and I'm a licensed professional counselor from the state of Texas. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you along for a week in my life as a virtual mental health therapist and sharing with you what you can expect when working virtually and having your own private practice. Okay everyone, so as you all saw, my mornings are my me time. I try to be very intentional about them and practice some form of self-care depending on what I need that day. After that, I go into my office and start my workday at 8 a.m. and log into my laptop. I get an email on my phone from Simple Practice, my EHR program, that gives me a look at the appointment times for the day that I see every morning, and then fully log on to it at the start of my workday to begin working on notes, prepping for sessions, and answering emails or texts from my clients. That's also when I remove the automatic reply feature on my phone service called Spruce so that I can see and begin answering client texts, and then I add this back on at the end of my workday. I like having this automatic reply on so clients know I'm out of office, what to expect, and know what to do in case of an emergency, which is super important in case any of our clients are ever in a crisis moment, which can happen. Because I'm self-employed and the owner of my private practice, Coze Mental Health Services, I set my schedule for myself and have it listed on my website. I personally see clients Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and choose to see 6 to 12 therapy clients a week. This is something that you get to choose for yourself based on what you want and prefer and your financial needs. I know therapists who see less than that and some who see more. So you'll really begin to learn your first year as a therapist what your comfort range is and what you feel comfortable with. Hi everyone, good morning, buenos dias. I really wanted to create a video that was very much detailed as to what my day-to-day is throughout the week, what you can expect if this is a career option that you want to pursue. And I have previous weeks and days in the life videos if you want to check those out, because each day is a little bit different. So because today is Monday, the one thing that doesn't change is that Monday is a day when I chose to not see clients. It is a schedule that I set for myself because I want to make sure that Mondays I dedicate to anything in my personal life that needs to be taken care of. So if I have doctor's appointments or things that I'm doing with my family, it's a day that I dedicate to writing my notes, progress notes, treatment planning. So a lot of the computer work, social media, admin tasks, things like that. So filming, responding to emails, updating my website if I need to, things like that. Which also means that I don't tend to wear a lot of makeup on Mondays. They tend to be pretty chill. Personally, I just need an extra day where I can only focus on notes and not necessarily other things. Very different from having full-blown sessions, because that's another part of my brain, you know, that is turned on. That is something that you can choose to do if you're setting up your own schedule, or if you're hired for someone else's practice and one of the things that they're offering you is you setting up your schedule and letting them know how you want to do that. I made myself some té de manzanilla this morning, which is always super soothing. Usually my morning routine consists of me walking, but I'm feeling very tired after the weekend if I check in with myself. I think I'm still going to walk today, but that's going to be a little bit later. Right now I want to just go ahead and finish reading a book that I'm actually going to be reviewing for TikTok, and I'll also share some of those books with you all later in the week. But this is one of the books that I'm reviewing, and it's in Spanish. So far I've been loving it, and all of these authors' books I have been loving it. If you have Spanish speaking clients, they are going to love these books. They are so good. I highly recommend all of her books so far. I just love the way that she talks about mental health. I feel like she's such a kindred spirit because I relate to how she talks in her books, because it's how I talk to my therapy clients, and it's just very down to earth. It feels like you're talking with a friend or with a tia who's just sitting down and telling you all of these mental health tidbits that are so important to know, just having to do with relationships, with self-love. And I feel like it's such important work within the Latina community, especially with women and with mujeres, because women in general, but within our culture specifically, women just have been conditioned within the patriarchy and within that system. And so it's just beautiful and refreshing to read books that are helping women do that work and come back to themselves and just unravel all of the messaging and all of the conditioning that we weren't meant to have. It's so beautiful. I still have my morning voice because I'm still waking up, but I'm gonna go ahead and drink this, probably put on a movie or a show. We'll see. I need something that's like low stakes and that I can just have in the background, a little background noise. Working on week in the life vlogs always makes me a little nervous because it takes a lot of effort to move the camera around and to place it, and my routine ends up being pushed back a little later than usual. So instead of my day starting at 8 a.m. it ends up starting around 8:30. You all voted for it. You all want to see the week in the life videos, and I'm here for that. A chaotic ride that we're choosing to go on together. I'm here for it. Thank you for watching this video, and I really hope it's helpful and that it helps you get a little look into the life of what it's like being a virtual therapist working from home. So I don't rent out an office. I work from home, and I have a separate room where my office is. And during the day my husband works, so I don't have kids. So the house is pretty much quiet because it's just me. And my husband usually doesn't get home until the evening. And sometimes I do have evening clients, but what he ends up doing is putting his headphones on if he's in the bedroom or if he's out here, so he doesn't make noise. So let's go ahead and continue on with this day, and we'll see what other kinds of things we start talking about later on. Okay everyone, so I told you all that I was going to keep it real with you and just share even the little tidbits, the little details of what's going on throughout my day. So right now I'm currently watching a YouTube video in the background because there's someone in my family who I'm helping with career related things and career options. So I was reading, and I ended up getting an email that I have a consultation client in the next coming week. So I scheduled a 1-hour consultation because I was responding to an email this morning, as you all saw, with questions, and I just sent out some information about what they can expect from the consultation. Just me being excited to work with them, because it's always exciting getting to work with you all when you choose to be a consultation client of mine, whether it be because you want help with having your private practice as an LPC-associate and you want the guide and the consult meeting and the resources that I provide, or you're prepping for the NCE and you want a consultation for that. So many different things. So I do offer consultations if that's something that you're ever interested in. But I ended up getting that email right now. So what I'm going to do is put that on my Simple Practice calendar, and that is my EHR program that I use for my therapy clients. It is the bulk, the bread and butter of my private practice. So I'm gonna go ahead and input that into my calendar. That way it's blocked off, and then I'll go ahead and get back to reading. But these are some of the little things where I might be doing something else pops up, and if it's important enough where I'd rather just get it done, I like to get it done and then come back to it. There's other little things that can wait if they need to, if they pop up, but this one's important, so let's go do that.
letting other people live it.
Okay everyone, so I am currently watching Hitch in the background. I need a comfort movie so I can go ahead and get to work on my notes, and I have them right here. So during my therapy sessions, I usually have my clipboard with me and a notepad, and I'm writing key points and notes that I want to have for myself, and then I use that to go ahead and construct my notes after in my EHR program in Simple Practice. So I'll type up my notes, and I try to really keep things very short and simple. Less detail the better, and that's something that I've learned over time as a therapist, and a style that I've tried to take on, especially with a lot of the rule changes that are happening in Texas because of our government. The less details the better, and that is something that I continue to gravitate toward, because my therapy clients' protection and their confidentiality is the most important thing to me. So I have notes for myself, and when it's time to get rid of them, you can shred them, you can go ahead and throw that away, and make sure you do that safely. And so I like having my personal notes that have details that I can look back on to remember what my clients talked about in last session when I see them, so I can look over that and remember before I see them in session. But then when it comes to the notes that I read in my EHR program, those are basic as hell, and I'll put here on screen some of the main things that I include in that note. And I still go old school and I utilize a SOAP note, but I make it as short and sweet as possible, because it can also be very time consuming and so easy to just get wrapped up in that. And it is important, don't get me wrong, but I think that the work we do with our clients one-on-one is even more important. I want to make sure to have the time and energy for that, and it can be so easy if you're writing narrative style. It can be never ending. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I want to get at least 10 notes done today. We'll see, I might do a little bit more, have a good movie in the background, so this is going to be a bit more enjoyable. Okay everyone, so I'm currently having lunch, and it's this Frito pie situation that I ended up meal prepping over the weekend, and that really helps me during the week if I plan out my food and prep the food or meals that I want to have during the week. And work wise, I'm just letting my brain take a little break. I have a client who texted me to schedule an appointment. We're also gonna have a little call, just a quick call to check in. Okay everyone, so I am prepping to call my client in a couple minutes, but I just want to go over maybe one or two of the exercises that I'm gonna walk them through. I just want to check in with them, see how they're doing, see what current stressors are maybe contributing to that feeling of anxiety that's happening. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just check in, let them know that they're not alone, right? Provide that support that happens and that is needed in between sessions sometimes, especially if a client is having a really hard time, you know, with their symptoms, or they're in between getting proper medication to help support them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that call. And while I walk them through any grounding technique, I also want to make modifications if I need to. So for example, not the full 4 square breathing. I might not want them to hold their breath in, especially if they're on the verge of panic attacks, but just regulate the breathing. So different little things like that that I might have to modify, but I just want to check in and see how they're doing first.
Tocando las cuerdas de mi cora, bebiendo, cantando las canciones cuando me enojas. Bebé, tú eres mi ritmo, una musa pa' este disco, una canción con cafecito. No sabes cuando me abrazas, como un cafecito por la mañana. Yeah. Fumando mari de embuste y dándome esos besitos de dulce. Tocando las cuerdas de mi cora, tocando las cuerdas de mi cora. Bebé, tú eres mi ritmo, una musa pa' este disco, una canción con cafecito. Oh, oh. Tocando las cuerdas de mi cora, tocando las cuerdas
everyone, good morning and happy Tuesdays. I was watching You Got Mail this morning as my little timer in the background while I was getting my notes done. If we're gonna be doing notes for the rest of our lives, I like to make it at least as enjoyable as possible. So I like having something with the volume down a little bit in the background. And so I'm transitioning into doing client homework today. So I'm sending one of my clients worksheets related to how to sit with their feelings or how to get to know their feelings. Big thing that's going on is anxiety, right? And so there's baby steps into working with that. So I'm trying to help this client learn how to identify stress, what stressors are, how to sit with feelings. Sorry everyone, my camera ended up dying on me, so it's a few hours later. It's currently 12:55. I have an appointment at my endocrinologist's office. I'm gonna get an ultrasound done, and that's for my PCOS, to just continue to check up on that. And I see my endocrinologist next week, so that is my self-care activity today, specifically medically related, that physical self-care. And what I was doing in between, right now I had my lunch, same lunch as yesterday that you all saw, and I continue to read. So currently I am reading this book right here, and it is one that just ended up coming in the mail yesterday. It was the last book that I was waiting for. I personally haven't seen a video done on Spanish mental health books, and it's a video that's been requested a lot, so I'm just so excited to get it out to others in the community because these books are amazing, all the books that I ended up buying and reading, so I'm so psyched. And so today I actually don't have any clients scheduled because I ended up blocking out the morning and afternoon so I could just focus on the appointment that I have and leaving enough time before and after session. And no one ended up scheduling today, which ended up working out because most of my clients ended up scheduling for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So tomorrow starts the bulk of me seeing my clients, so that'll be a thing in the video when we continue this. But let me go ahead and head out. I'm going to be texting with a friend right now and also continuing to read this book when I'm in the parking lot waiting for my appointment before I go in. So yeah, that is the current update. Talk to you all later. Hey everyone, so it is 3:30 and I just got back from my doctor's appointment and I'm so tired. I could really use a nap right now, and I think I'm just gonna go lay down. If I could tell my younger self anything who was thinking about doing this and was so scared, was that you deserve to care for yourself. Just like you care for everyone else, you deserve that care and that urgency. Okay, so check-in time. I really needed to lay down and rest. I feel so much better. My husband doesn't get home till later tonight. He stays a little bit later from work today, but my sister is coming over because we have our little walking club that keeps each other accountable for getting our movement in during the week. And so we're gonna walk here at my house. I have the treadmill, so we're just gonna take turns because we don't really want to go outside. It's just really hot. It's like in the 90s, and some days, you know, you push through to get your walk in outside because you want to be in nature, and today's not one of those days. Today's like, I'm good with being indoor and watching TV while we get our walk in and chatting and being in air conditioning. That sounds amazing. So I'm just waiting for her to get here, and I'm just gonna keep resting. And some days and some moments within the work that we do looks like this, especially if you work from home or you're getting back home after work, where you just need to lay down and decompress, whether it be because it's finally your day of rest from work, it's your day off, or you need a little break in between, or you're home after a really long day of seeing clients. But regardless of which, we all need little moments to just lay down and do nothing. And no therapist, no person is above that. We all need that to de-stress, and it's something that's really important. So I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna force myself to keep staying in bed a little bit longer and then figure out a dinner situation. We'll see, because I had meal prepped some chicken, but that is the update right now. Okay everyone, so I'm out of bed officially. I am hungry. Update though, I ended up finishing Abraza la Niña que Fuistes. It is such a beautiful book, such a great book. I feel like I'm going to love recommending this to clients and just online to mujeres who just want to start working on their mental health. Maybe they can't afford to go to therapy, and reading a book like this just lays the foundation for you even before coming into therapy. There's so much that you can learn, so that way when you come in, you know, it's something that's foundationally set already and you can do other work, because I feel like a lot of the work that I do in therapy is actually foundation laying, and I love it so much. I love the education portion, but I love that there's something like this that truly just dives into everything. Like, it's so comprehensive, so good. So I highly recommend for you to read if you read in Spanish, or to recommend to some of your therapy clients. If you can see, I clearly loved it. It is tabbed, very much tabbed.
Like a scene from one of those cheesy 90s rom-coms.
Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. It is a new day, and can I just say that my Spanish speaking therapist girlies, authors understood the assignment with the aesthetic here. We're all pink. We're doing some social media and marketing today, and I am so excited to film this little book video. And I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am, because finding books in Spanish that are mental health related and specifically written by therapists has been really hard for me, and it's something that I've searched so much for, and it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's just been really hard for me to find it, and finally I found so many, which has led me down a rabbit hole, and I'm very, very excited to share all of these books. So I'll quickly just share some of them with you. This is the first one, and this is Perderte para encontrarme, supera una ruptura y vuelve a enamorarte de ti by Elizabeth Clapez. And I cannot even begin to tell you all how much I love this author's writing style. Just all her books that I've read so far are just pure gold, and I cannot wait to share them. This is one of her other books, and it is Querida Yo Tenemos que Hablar, Conócete y Sé Feliz Contigo. She writes very much about things related to topics of getting to know yourself, loving yourself, with a relationship, without a relationship, recovering from a breakup. And then let me kind of find her last book, which is this one right here. Hasta que te caigas bien, trabaja en ti para estar orgullosa de quién eres. Then moving on to the other author, this is by Maria Esclapes. Me quiero, te quiero, una guía para desarrollar relaciones sanas y mejorar las que ya tienes. Love it, we love to see it. And then this one was the one that you all recently saw me reading, but like I said, I am so psyched. I've been looking forward to filming this video for like 3 weeks now, and all the books got to me and I was able to read everything. I'm just so excited. So that is what we're focusing on today. One of my clients ended up rescheduling her appointment from Thursday to Friday, so I went ahead and approved that on my EHR program. So tomorrow, Thursday, I actually only have one client. So I see the book today and the book Friday, which means that Thursday is going to be a really good day to go for a nature walk. As much as I wanted to go walking this morning, I had to really check in with myself and be honest. I have 4 clients today. I have notes that I want to write, and I'm also doing social media. I had to be honest. I had to be honest with myself and be like, girl, I know that you want to go for your nature walk, but tomorrow's going to be the better day for it. Be honest with yourself. Be so serious. You need to rest. You need to take time to just do the work related things today. day and tomorrow can be another day. And sometimes it'd be like that with our inner dialogue. We have to learn to be compassionate with ourselves, right? We're not machines. Sometimes we truly abuse our minds and bodies so much because we have been conditioned to in this society, and specifically in academia and also in certain workplaces. This is also your little reminder for those of you who are students. Take some time to take care of yourselves, okay? And I know I've been there. You're like, when would you like me to do that? But 10 to 30 minutes, you guys. 10 to 30 minutes. I know that your brain sometimes tells you like, I don't have time to spare, especially if you're working. You know, if you have a lot of responsibilities with family or with friends or with loved ones. But some of that time can kind of be cut off from some of those things. Sometimes we have to say no to the family. Sometimes we have to say no to our friends or no to the workplace to be able to have a little bit of time to check in with ourselves or to do an enjoyable activity. If you don't have little pockets throughout your day or throughout your week where you're doing something that you simply enjoy, that is low effort, that you enjoy, then we just slowly start dying away. Like truly, we like shrivel away little by little and get depressed and anxious and just sad. So those 10 to 30 minutes, as minuscule as they may seem, are the difference between things looking really, really bad. In a few years, burnout, depression, anxiety, it's a difference between that and taking those little pockets for yourself and enjoying life. You deserve to enjoy life. Life is not all about work and academics and school. Like, that's a part of what we do, but it's not all of who you are. That was my time last night with my sister coming over and us walking. We ended up watching Suzume on Netflix. And it was just me taking off the therapist work hat, laughing with my sister, hanging out, walking, getting our movement in. So we ended up like blending like social time, but also with like physical self-care with getting the movement in because it matters to both of us. So maybe doing little things like that where you're habit stacking. You know, if you want to spend time with family, calling someone while you're on your walk or having them come with you. And if they don't want to do those things with you, then that's the perfect time to say, sorry, love you, but if you want to spend time with me, this is the thing that I need to do to take care of myself, and I would love it if you could come, but if you can't, that's okay. Then we'll wait till next week to hang out. You know, that's just the way it has to be. And learning to get comfortable with that, learning to gradually become familiar with setting those boundaries in the different areas of our lives. And that boundary also within ourselves, right? Of like, hey, if someone isn't willing to come along to do the things that are good for you because you only have so much time, I need to learn to say, sorry, no, let's reschedule, and learn to be familiar and okay with that. So those are my little morning reflections. Your girl is feeling very reflective today and having little moments of checking in, and I love that for us. It's very important. Okay, everyone, so right now I have you all placed on a different tripod, and I'm gonna go ahead and set this one up here. I definitely recommend this tripod. I'll have it linked down below as always, but it's just a really good one to start off, especially if you're starting with content creation. I like to pick out what I want to be shown, and so this looks good to me. And then basically how I end up filming these kinds of videos is I'll usually start off with kind of balancing the books out like this, and then I'll gradually show out one at a time. Or I'll just leave the camera rolling, and then when I put it into TikTok, I will go ahead and chop it up. So that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. Leaving it a couple seconds, so I'll count this one for y'all to see. It is currently 9:49, so I'm gonna go ahead and start editing all of this and putting it together on TikTok. That way things don't get deleted. I like to save the drafts as I'm making them on TikTok, so that way they don't get erased. Okay, so I'm literally going to try to recreate this same one. Same sound, same looking title, except I'm going to put on their Spanish edition. Okay everyone, so I posted the video. It is currently 11:25, so y'all can kind of get an idea of how long content creation takes for the filming, the editing, and the posting and the writing that goes with it. And I'm so nervous, like really excited, because you get these butterflies in your stomach when you know a video is going to do well, or you think a video is going to do well, because you never know, but it tends to happen. And like history has shown me that like the book review videos that I make tend to do well. The community on there really enjoys them. This is like the kind of video that I wish the women in my family had stumbled across, you know, back in the day, and read a book like this. Just altered our family and like the healing that could have brought to our lineages. The thought of this video, you know, doing that means the world to me, and I'm so excited. I literally just posted it, so it has 42 views, you know, it's growing. I'm just gonna let TikTok and the community on there do their thing. Hey everyone, so I am heading out to go pick up my Target order. I'm so nervous and excited for this video to do well. I hope it does well. When we get back, I'm gonna go ahead and post it on Instagram. I just want to give myself a little bit of a break. So let's go head out. So I'm gonna have myself like a little therapeutic car drive on the way, and I'm gonna go ahead and play my audiobook, some music, and just jam out. So tip for you all, if you wanna spice up your drives, or just go on a drive, not necessarily to pick up something, but just to have a moment where you distract yourself, have a little break, just go for a little drive, you know, 5 to 10 minutes, and listen to an audiobook or listen to a playlist or an album that you love. Top tier. So I just finished my first session. It's currently 3:18. I was answering some emails from potential therapy clients. So I answered 2 different potential clients. So we'll see how that works out, and if they end up booking a consult call or a first session with me. I do offer a free 15-minute consult call to potential clients if they want to, so that way they can go ahead and ask any questions that they have about starting therapy together, or if they also just want to get to know me. That's really important because they're investing their money, right, in therapy. So I definitely love offering that option for them to just get to know a little bit, and that is a voiced phone call. I don't do video for that because it just takes more energy on my part and it might not follow through, and it's also less energy and effort for them too. We can just do a quick phone call and get to know each other a bit better, answer questions that they have, and I can walk them through a typical therapy day and what that would look like. Let me bring you here because I'm looking at my calendar. I have my next client at 4, then at 5, and then my last one at 7:30. So I get a little break after my 5 p.m. so I can go ahead and have dinner then. Right now I'm just gonna go ahead and have a little snack just to keep me going, drink some water, get hydrated. Don't forget to get hydrated in between or even during your sessions. I feel like that was something that I used to always be self-conscious about my first year as a therapist. At first I was like, when do I drink water? And it's like, y'all, your clients do not care. Drink your water, and definitely also tell them to be drinking their water too. So I always drink my water during therapy if I need to. It's never a bad thing. Do not be embarrassed about that. So me and my therapy client, a lot of the work that we did today was mostly on core beliefs, or just beliefs in general that are maybe no longer useful or hurtful. And I was teaching my client how to rewrite some of those beliefs and to listen to what she needs to hear and what she really needs in this season of her life to start you know, working through that. So it was a lot of education, which is really important for clients to understand why and how something works. So we were talking about how when you're rewriting a new belief, it doesn't feel like it's yours yet because your mind doesn't have that schema or that memory or that tie to that new belief. So it feels foreign, it feels weird. Your body might even physically react by not wanting you to speak it out loud, or by shutting down, by feeling tense. So we were talking about all of this, and I was providing the psychoeducation about what my client can also expect, you know, that there will be defenses in the coming days as she tries to practice this. So to just try gradually practicing it, and we will also practice it in therapy together. And we also explored, is this work that you want to do and how it can help you? Does it align with the overall goals that you have? So making those connections is really important, so clients don't feel like, wait, why am I even doing this? How is this going to help me? Being able to answer those questions gradually for clients of, this is how it can benefit you. Do you want to do this work? Is this something that matters to you? I'm here to support you regardless if this is the kind of work you want to do or not, but I want to do my due diligence y enseñarte and show you how it can be beneficial so you can make the best decision, an informed decision for yourself. So that was a lot of the work today, which is always so exciting and always really cool because this is life-changing stuff. Like, this is the kind of work that impacts generations. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I have a new client to have 4, which means I'm going to be looking through the intake. I'm going to be looking through also the questionnaire, so the PHQ-9, GAD, see where the anxiety and depression levels are at, if they are, read more about their background and how they're feeling. So I'm really excited. First sessions always, you feel a little nervous no matter how long you've been doing this for. You know, it's a little nerve-wracking, but you gradually just feel more comfortable and familiar with the little butterflies, you know, that come up when you're going to see a new client. And for me, it's really exciting. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. Like, I'm so psyched to get to work with a new client. So they're starting their therapy journey. Like, that is so exciting. And especially if they're the first in their family and they're breaking that cycle and they're breaking that barrier, it is huge. So definitely something really exciting, and I'm gonna go ahead and read that. I feel like reading intakes is actually one of my favorite things other than the therapy work, getting to read my clients' intake and their style of writing. Some of them are very narrative, some of them are not very detailed because they prefer to talk and to talk in session, but they give me some, so I get to ask questions. So I never know what I'm going to get, and it's always a surprise. So that makes this work also really interesting and cool. Actually, quick check-in about the TikTok video I uploaded. It's currently at 15.2K views, which is really, really exciting. Like, I can't even tell you guys how excited I get when I post videos like this. And right now, currently the biggest one is the other Latina therapist book recommendations video I did last week, I believe. And that one, if you can see up top, is at 128.2K, which is mind-blowing to me. As a therapist, like, y'all get it. Y'all get how exciting it is for that many people to be learning about mental health or books that could be helpful. Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias. It is Thursday. I'm not fully awake. I am going on a nature walk, taking a little mental health walk this morning with my mom and my sister. Just getting through the week. We're almost to the weekend. I cannot believe it. And just to give you all a little update on social media things, yesterday was crazy. It was busy because the video continued to blow up and progress. And so to give you all an update, so far the video is at 115.3K views. So I've been answering comments this morning after I got back from my walk, and I also ended up approving new consult calls because after that video, something else that happened was that 6 new potential clients ended up booking a free consultation call with me to potentially start therapy services. And through my EHR program, Simple Practice, I connected to my website, which I use Squarespace for that. And on there, clients can go ahead and click a work with me button on my website or click schedule from Simple Practice, where they're able to see what listings and times I have and days I have available, and they're able to choose the day and schedule that. So I had 6, which is really exciting, and I wanted to share with you all and give you like a full journey through what that's like of brainstorming, creating, making that come to life, and posting that and editing, and then seeing the result of getting potential clients and connecting with others. This specific video that I made was not intended to get new clients. I think that especially when you're first starting off with marketing on social media for your private practice, it's really important to have the kind of basic foundational videos of who you are, what your practice is, what your mission is, what you offer, just all of the nitty-gritty stuff that you would tell clients during a free consultation call, so they can know how to find you and how to work with you, and then begin sharing resources, see what need could be there for the potential clients you want to work with, and speak directly to their needs and create content that they would enjoy. Use music that might connect with them. A lot of these little things, right, that all add up and go into content creation. So that is where that is so far. I am meeting with one of my therapy clients today. I have one, and then tomorrow I see the rest of my therapy clients. So I'm going to prep for session right now, but I wanted to give you all an update. After I got back from my walk, I tried to just lay in bed and do all of the admin stuff. It's been a really good week. It's been a really cool week, and I'm glad I got to share this one with you all. And if you're thinking of doing social media like this and marketing your practice, that's part of what you're going to do. You're building a community of people who are excited to hear about what you have to say and the resources that you're bringing, and that makes them excited to potentially want to work with you. That's honestly really cool when a client comes in, they're like, I saw you on social media, I'm so excited to be here, I cannot wait to start therapy. I'm nervous, but I'm excited because I feel like I finally found the right fit. Hearing that as a therapist is so special. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave you all now so I can get prepped for my next therapy session and continue the treatment planning process and thinking about what we're going to be working on and talking about today. And I do like for that to be organic still. When I come into session, I ask clients, what would you like to focus on? But I still like writing and planning out a little bit of the things that I would like to ask or bring up beforehand. Okay, everyone, so when I log on to my EHR program and I have the video on here so I can see myself before I go into session with my clients. So this is the background that my clients end up seeing. They see my solecitos and my lunas back here, and they also see my bookshelves and my plants, and I like giving them a really pretty background. And a lot of my clients have really complimented me on that, where they've said it looks really pretty and it's something that they look forward to seeing, and it looks very professional to them, that they come into therapy and they have this consistency of seeing my background, you know, and getting to feel grounded in that way. Okay, everyone, so just finished session with my client. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of all of my clients, but it is so exciting getting to see a client's anxiety symptoms, for example, gradually improve, you know, starting to see that improvement, because there is a lot of skepticism within our community when we talk and we give like the education, the psychoeducation on what is impacting their stress and how stress is impacting, and chronic stress is impacting their mental health and physical well-being, and how it's interconnected. There can be a lot of skepticism within the community because a lot of us have just been completely deprived of getting to know how to care for our bodies and our minds. So it's always a win when we're getting to talk about these things and giving that education in a way that makes sense and resonates and connects with the community, right, that we're servicing. So I love giving examples during the therapy session and making those connections. Storytelling is very important within the Latina community. So being able to tell a story like, for For example, what happens to a plant if you don't care for that plant? What happens to a plant if you start caring for the plant? Like little things like that can be very impactful because it stays in a client's mind more than just flat out psychoeducation, because they're able to make that connection of, you know what? Yeah, when I was younger, I remember my grandma or my abuela used to care for plants. The connection, right? Finding something that clients can connect with. I'm gonna go ahead and leave in the description box a link for you of the form from therapistaid.com that I love giving to clients, that shows them how stress and chronic stress can continue to build and cause anxiety disorders, depression, different illnesses, because clients getting that kind of knowledge is powerful, and it's part of breaking those cycles, right, within their family. That's huge. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that link down for you. If you've never been on therapistaid.com, go have fun, have a look through. You're going to love it, especially if you're in grad school, you're getting ready for internship or practicum. These are all free resources that you can use to help your clients and to just learn what therapy styles and techniques you might like. Morning everyone, buenos dias, happy Friday. We made it to the end of the week. I woke up really early today at 5 a.m. I have a consultation client at 9 a.m. today. They're from my hometown, and that's always really exciting. So during the consultation, we're going to be talking about how to have their own private practice as an LPC-associate. So I went ahead and sent the email and attached the documents that we're going to be using today, specifically the checklist and guide that I give to my consultation clients of step-by-step everything you need to do to open your private practice as an LPC associate. And this is all specifically coming from my perspective as someone who did start their private practice as an LPC associate and went the sole proprietor route. So that's what I decided to do. You can do sole proprietor, LLC, PLLC. So there's different routes if you plan on hiring other employees or you want more liability coverage. So there's different options when you're opening your private practice, whether it's in person, virtual, or both. I just need to put some makeup on, and I'm watching Mamma Mia in the background, so it should be a very chill Friday. Let me go ahead and look at my calendar. So after my consultation, I have a 10 a.m. and then I have a 3:30 p.m. The 10 a.m. is a fairly new client, so we had our first session last time, and this is going to be our second session. And then later in the afternoon, I have one of my regular clients. We've been working together for over a year, so I'm excited to check in with both of them and see how things are going. I hope you all are having a great day so far. I will check in with you all later. Here I go again. Okay everyone, so I am officially ready for work, but just gonna chill for a little bit. I tried to practice self-care mindfulness activities in the morning that get me feeling relaxed and grounded. So I am singing at the top of my lungs with Mamma Mia because I was a choir kid, so if you know, you know. Okay everyone, so it is currently 2:30. I actually ended up just not vlogging for a while, and I took a nap after my client's session. My PCOS was like, girl, you tired, you need to take a nap, because I ended up waking up really early today comparatively to when I usually wake up. So that was definitely much needed. I feel really good after and ready for my next session. I changed into a t-shirt because me and my husband, after my last session, we're gonna go pick up our groceries. We usually do it on Saturday together after the gym. We're gonna go to the beach, which is so nice because we haven't had a vacation, and I haven't had a vacation yet. I put in a Target order for some things for when we go to the beach, and also for some feminine hygiene products because it is that time of the month and I realized that I'm out, so I have to go ahead and go get those because the cramps have begun. So cue the té de manzanilla, at least some extra, because I've been trying to incorporate that more into my night routine. I have had a really good night routine for a while, but I just wanted to zhuzh it up, you know, add something nice extra. That's a good thing about self-care, that we can always change things or switch things up. Something else that I'm excited about is that Taylor Swift released her new album today, so best believe I'm going to be listening to this. There's so many new songs. I'm really excited. First song on here is Fortnite featuring Post Malone. I'm ready. I'm ready. These are the sandals that I ended up getting from Target because I have them in the off-white color and they're so comfortable. I've had them for like over a year already. So I got them in black for when I go to the beach. So those will be like my beach sandals. But I'm gonna go ahead and just get ready for session. And by get ready, I mean go into my office and just prep a little bit. Then later tonight, I'm excited because me and my husband are going to keep watching Split. So we watch like the 3 movies that are a part of the franchise or a part of that whole movie series, and we watched the first one, which I had never watched, like the older one. I had never watched it, and now I know that the third one, when we watch it, is gonna make much more sense to me and it's gonna mean something to me after watching the first one, because the first one was so good. Can't believe I had never watched it. I'm pretty iffy when it comes to psychological thrillers, in the sense of I hate the way that they portray mental health, but as far as like movie, they're just really intriguing to watch. It depends on the movie, it depends. There's just one of them that's very interesting to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and watch that tonight. Me and my husband are going to eat out because today's Friday, so we're gonna pick up some food, our groceries, go on a little drive, and I'm gonna keep listening to this album. So I just finished session with my client. We usually take more of a solution focused approach and a strengths based approach. So right now with the focus on life skills, specifically in learning how to prep meals and plan meals, and just learning those life skills that oftentimes in our communities we're not always given. So sometimes I might have a cooking session with clients if I'm teaching them how to do these things or how to plan things or helping them with their homework. So sometimes a session is geared around solution focused things and life skills, and that predominantly comes from my experience too as a facilitator and case manager back when I worked in community mental health, and learning that sometimes people truly just need someone who's there with them, helping them through these things and teaching them how to do these things. And so that's something that I love incorporating into my work as a therapist, because in my heart that facilitator and case manager is there. It's something that I love to do. So that's something that I'm going to be doing right now, sending my client like a little cheat sheet and game plan of easy meals, how to go about it, a little stuff like that. So little tips that are going to be very solution focused, and we brainstormed things together. So gonna go ahead and do that, and then I will end my work day. Okay everyone, so we are back from the grocery store, and this is everything that I got for the week of groceries. I'm really excited. I haven't had these in years, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I love the HEB garlic hummus. It's so good. Hey everyone, so we made it to the weekend. Really hope you all enjoyed seeing that work week. So this weekend and most weekends for me are just dedicated to rest, to doing recreational things, to detaching from work and spending time with myself, with my loved ones. And so this week specifically, I wanted to focus on taking care of myself because I had just been very busy and there was just so much going on in life that I knew I just needed to take time for myself. So I hope you enjoy seeing some of that, and I am ready to just take some time to rest up.
So comfortable, and no one seems to hold me like you do. You're so wonderful, a star could never shine as bright as you. Shine as bright as you. Even the dark days still see light, even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you. It's not logical, the way I feel when you walk in the room. When you walk in the room, it's not optional. How gravity just pulls me right to you. To you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky.
Okay everyone, so I just finished making dinner. I ate leftovers that I had from the week, and I prepped the salsa and the fruit salad, so that's good to go, and then I'll just keep meal prepping tonight. But right now I'm gonna go ahead and go outside and start prepping the back of the Jeep for the beach tomorrow, and then me and my husband are heading out for his 5K that he's gonna run. I'm gonna chill in the car and probably listen to my audiobook and color for a little bit. Hi everyone, so we came back home from the beach, and right now I'm gonna go ahead and get ready and go to the gym and get a workout in. Thank you so much for watching this video, everybody, and coming along for a week in my life, and specifically a work week. I really hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye.